Hi YouTube, Coinpicker here. So as you see, my partner in crime, Bonepicker, is busy right behind me. But today I'm going to bring you guys along to do some thrifting at the Vancouver Value Village thrift store. So at the end, I'll show you what I found, but come along with me for this journey, and I'll show you what I tend to look for, and I guess the usual things I do there. Anyways, I will catch up with you at the end of the video. Coinpicker out. All right now I'm at my local Vancouver Value Village and just checking out the jewelry on the wall. Well, actually on the window, I should say. There's some electronics on the shelves. This is a Apple, is it called a Mac keyboard or something? A lot of older electronics. Nothing too interesting. Always check the little baggy things that are hanging on the wall, on the pegs. Sometimes there's some goodies I've heard some of the workers mention. Very helpful people. All right, I'm just picking up this silver plate. See, well, you never know. Sometimes there is sterling lurking around. Always look for the marks. Nope, not this time. Quite a bit of silver plate here. There's, oh, maybe this one? No, silver plate. And there's a blue mountain pottery I just passed by. Another silver plated item. It's always good to check every piece, you never know. And always look for those British hallmarks. Or the continental silver with, you know, like the numbering marks, like 800 or 900, 925. No, this is a modern silver plated piece. Interesting though. Yeah, I'm always looking for the antiques and collectibles on the shelves. Anything of good value. Well, at a bargain price, that is. Silver plate again. Some seasonal stuff. Sometimes you'll find some vintage stuff here. Oh, here's a pottery frog. Interesting. Oh, it's glass, not even metal. Fooled me. See if there's any antique glass or pottery. Oh. Another teapot. Oh, I guess they don't want people to cut themselves. They put some green tape on the blades. Sometimes you might see some sterling handles on those knives, on the older ones. Nope, no antiques in here. You have to check every shelf when you're thrifting, high and low. Nope. Excuse me, ma'am. Nothing much up here. Maybe I'll have to go to the downstairs area. This is interesting. A wall hanging that looks like a bunch of arrows. That's made of metal. Nice bikes. Well, I think it's time to go to the basement. Well, I'll check out the jewelry first. Nothing too interesting in here. Not cheap either. Well, time to go downstairs. Might be some goodies down here. Lots of little baggies of miscellaneous hanging on the walls. Lots to dig through. Yeah, lots of miscellaneous stuff hanging on the walls. But I know they do have some baggies of cutlery, flatware, little souvenir spoons on this wall. Oh, what the heck's this? Let's see if I can find some silver. Nope. Okay, let's see here. Some more knives. Bingo! All right, we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Anyways, at the end of the video, I basically started to find these little baggies that were hanging off of pegboards, and I found like a couple spoons on one section, and which got me really excited, and I started scouring the whole place. All right. So what's very interesting is usually if there's any good stuff, people there, they actually rip open the bags and steal, you know, the good stuff, the silver. But I was lucky today. I guess I got, well, I wouldn't say I got there early. I mean, these sterling marks are very obscure, very difficult to understand unless you know what you're looking for. And yeah, usually if it does say sterling or like very obvious, they usually put it behind the display case and charge like I don't know, $12.99 or for a little silver spoon. But here I paid $2.99, and I'm thinking for, let's say it was what they thought it was, the workers, silver plated spoons. $2.99 is expensive. I mean, even at my usual place at Salvation Army, they were like sometimes 99 cents or $1.99. So I paid up for it, you know, $2.99, but definitely made my money's worth. So yeah, I found how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4 of these little baggies. And I'll just show you the 4 spoons I picked up. So the first one that I found is right here. Right, I did a little bit of polishing with some silver polish because it was black. Well, most of these were like filthy black, you know, tarnished, but very nice, very thick. And on the back, the mark is very different. See if you can see it better. Well, anyways, I'll read it to you guys. It says here, made in Georgia. Well, it's like Jogya, which I've never heard of such a place, you know. And right next to it, it's stamped 800 MD. So I checked online, and Georgia is actually like a place in Jakarta, like Indonesia, or near Jakarta, or but basically it's in Asia, and apparently it's 80% silver, and it was like their silver industry started by a Westerner like in the 1930s onward. So they use like very traditional designs, but in Western forms in order to, I guess, sell them as tourist items or export. So very interesting. And this is quite weighty. I'd say it's probably like, I don't know, 12 grams. 12, 13 grams. So pretty good. So that's the first one. And actually, funny thing was, before I polished it, it looked like, even in the bag, before I even opened it up, there was like scratch marks, like as if someone was testing it with a little penknife or something, like back and forth here and a little over there. But I tried to buff it out as best I could because, you know, I guess it's still quite collectible. So whoever had it last, before it was donated, did, you know, some very basic silver testing by seeing if the metal underneath was brass or not. So I guess someone kept it in their collection just for the scrap value, and then it was donated. So that was very interesting. Yeah, so I'd say collector's value, I would say something so obscure, maybe $15 to $20, you know, on eBay. All right. Next one was this one from the Philippines, souvenir spoon. It has this little, I've got the name of their little cars that they build over there. You know, when it's like has recycled tin and signs and whatnot all over it. It's like, I think they use like a motorcycle engine. I don't know, it's very traditional, very iconic, you know, type of local vehicle they use there. But yeah, it's cast, and I did polish it up. But the only indicator that it is silver is very faintly, right in here it says 925, very faintly, like cast right into it. So, not magnetic. And I did do a eBay search for the style, and they did have something pretty much identical to this, and it said 925 on that one, but they had it stamped here as well. But mine doesn't. I don't know if it was rubbed off. So I thought, okay, it must have been the same manufacturer. So that's pretty cool. Again, this probably about the same, like probably a third of an ounce of silver. So let's say scrap value, probably about $7 Canadian. So I definitely doubled my money. And I don't know, collector's value at least $10. So pretty cool. Let's see. And yeah, there's some like carving where it says Philippines, little, what is it, a little boat, person in a boat, palm tree and a little hut. Pretty cool. There's that twang, silver twang I loved here. This was a pretty easy one to find, but a little bit on the light side. I'd say probably 6 grams of silver. So let's say 6, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 bucks of Canadian of silver. So it's New York City, but it's being stamped out of sheet silver. So that's why it's so light. And this probably made, I'd say in the 1950s or 60s. But very tiny, tiny marks on the back. It says Enco Sterling, like right here in tiny, tiny letters. So that was pretty cool. I don't know, I think, was it probably collector's value $7-8 if I'm lucky. But of course, it'll go to my hoard. And then here is another tricky one. This was like black when I got it. And it's European. It says Switzerland right there. And it's has a little enamel plaque. So when it's not like rubber, what's it, plastic or what's the other thing they use? Plastic and some sort of gummy stuff. If it's enamel, you know it's the older ones, and there's a higher chance that they are made of silver. So here it is continental silver, probably, I don't know, maybe made in Germany. But if you look on the back, imagine this was all tarnished when I got it. And it says 800 REU. So 80% silver. And I'd say, probably 10 grams. So about again, like $6-7 Canadian worth of silver, spot silver metal value. Collector's value, I'd say, $10 again. Actually, yeah, this is probably more like half an ounce. It's quite heavy. This is very similar. So yeah, have a look at that. Pretty cool. So, I mean, sure, it's only 4 spoons, but I find it, well, I consider it amazing find, considering these came from the Value Village store, especially. It's a store in a rough part of town. Of course, you know how people like pick things out of bags, and yeah, sort of part of town you do not want to leave anything visible in your car, or else you come back with a smashed window. Okay, but sometimes it's the odd places that you do find little treasures hidden, here and there. But yeah, I mean, very seldom I do find things there, but you just have to work harder in those kind of places, because a lot of those people that shop there may not have smartphones, or maybe they're not so detailed oriented, or look very closely at those little things, little hints, because the treasure is out there. Sometimes it's easier to find, and sometimes it's harder to find, but it's still out there. But yeah, 4 silver spoons. And I would consider it one of the hardest places to actually find good stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions or you want to message me privately regarding your questions and stuff, you could contact me at my email below. That's coinpicker@hotmail.com, and I would be happy to answer your questions and give you my I guess opinions about any of your finds or whatnot. If you have any need for any advice that I can provide you regarding collectibles and whatnot. And also, if you want to send us anything, you want to support our channel, our PO box is down below as well, and in their video description. So we love getting your mail. Anyways, thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next video. Coinpicker out.